I'd like an order of spicy dick nachos and supersize it.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy Lump Dog, your favorite fantasy football commissioner's favorite fantasy football commissioner, and I'm back with another PPH video commissioner message, week number 8. The season is flying by right now. I cannot believe we are already in week 8. I know I say this every week, but I am still flabbergasted of how quickly the season goes. It's just insane to me. Again, we want to make sure that you go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. Make sure you hit that bell notification to be notified when new videos are uploaded. It helps your favorite fantasy football commissioner's favorite fantasy football commissioner. It also helps out the league. It helps out more than you know. Make sure it gets out to all those fantasy heads out there who might be interested in what's going on in the league. And not your everyday run-of-the-mill, oh, this guy, he has, 15.6 air yards per target, so you need to pick him up, or you need to drop this guy because he's just not getting any run in the offense. This is more about the league. I give my feelings and shots out on players occasionally. I go over our scores, and of course you get Cone's Corner. Unfortunately, this week, and I'm actually not even sure for the rest of the season, there is no Cone's Corner. The guy moved out to Dallas, Texas. I'm not sure if he moved, but he went out there for a game, and we haven't heard from him since. I think he's moved out there. I think he's left his family, left his kids, and is now living as a Cowboys fan out in Dallas, Texas. He says he was a 49ers fan, but in last week's Cone's Corner, he said he started off as a Cowboys fan in a younger age, and then kind of morphed into a 49ers fan, which is really odd. It's just those kind of two, it's like oil and vinegar. They just don't mix. How do you start off as a Cowboys fan and then morph your way into a 49ers fan, but then go out to Dallas for a Cowboys-Bears game? Whatever. He's living his new life, man. So more power to him, man. I'm happy for him. I'm glad that he's out there living, being the best Cone he can be out there in Dallas, and I wish him well. So hopefully we'll get him back here on the segment. Maybe if I get out there to Dallas, we can get him to record a segment. But unfortunately, until further notice, until I hear from the guy, there will be no more Cone's Corner until he can come back around and let me know when we can film and if he moves back. So for now, I'm sorry to say there is no Cone's Corner. So what else we need to get into? Oh yeah, I wanted to go ahead and make a public kind of announcement today. We here at the PPH, especially the commissioner, very inclusive. I love all people. I don't want to, discriminate against any group of people, whether their lifestyle is different than mine or someone else's. I just say let folks be them and whoever they want to be. If they want to live out in Dallas now, be a Cowboy fan, more power to you. It's odd, but yeah, more power to you. I'm happy for you. If you want to live your life as a gay man living as a straight man, hey, more power to you. Yeah, I have no problems with it. I just wanted to come out here, though, and I have a little bit of evidence here to back up. I do feel that one of our members is living a closet lifestyle. It kind of seeps out in some of the PPH pictures I've been kind of gathering over the years on them. So I just kind of wanted to go into that a little bit and present my evidence. Again, this is real, tangible, hard, concrete evidence, unlike, say, I don't know, the election being stolen, bunch of fraud in the election, 2020. That doesn't have really any evidence based on it, just, with people's feelings. This actually, I have some evidence, and I kind of wanted to go over this evidence just to kind of put it out there and give this young man an opportunity to maybe come out of the closet, and I'll give a big bear hug for it, because again, I accept all people, and this isn't in any way to down any one person's lifestyle. I'm just trying to show evidence. I feel like this man is living a fake lifestyle, that he's not really a heterosexual male, and he is really a gay male, living in a closet. So with that, let's go ahead and let's get into some of this evidence I have here. This is, of course, we're talking about little Polly here. Look at this picture right here, right? Like, who eats a chicken strip like that, right? I mean, seriously, like, who eats any of their food like that? It's looked like they're actually had some practice doing other things. Maybe the picture would look a little bit more, I guess proper if we put there. Yeah, now you kind of see. Okay, yeah, that might be an actual. That would be a appropriate picture taking then for that, right? So, going into the next thing, don't you always want to find someone in your life that looks like that with their friend? I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's like, right? Like, the heterosexual men kind of don't do that with their friends, but maybe this guy does. I'm not sure. The gleam in their eyes together. I mean, they look very happy to see each other, and that's awesome. I want to find someone in my life that looks at me like that. So, I'm glad that Paulie has, and he has someone in his life that brings him that much joy and happiness. This one really isn't so much evidence. I just thought it was funny. He's just kind of plunging a toilet. I don't know why. I wasn't at this draft, so I don't know why this man is plunging a toilet and he had a picture taken of him, but just thought it was funny. This isn't really evidence. I just wanted to laugh at it. Well, here we go. Some more evidence again. Thunder Down Under wants to take a picture with his brethren, someone he would like to maybe a lifestyle he would like to live as a Chippendales dancer in Vegas. I'm not sure, but he has a real good tilt there. And I can show another picture here. Oh my goodness, what do we have here? Like, who takes a picture with a belt like that? Not sure why and who took this picture, but again, more evidence of maybe of a heterosexual man living a gay lifestyle and just is in the closet. But here we go. This is the other picture. I thought the lean. You know what I'm saying? Just that kind of lean, that kind of like, little limp in the wrist, kind of. I'm not saying that would make anyone gay. I'm just saying that it comes off, right? A little bit as if you were a gay man. Again, if he wants to live that lifestyle, more power to him. Love him for it. Wouldn't hate on him at all. Would still open him up with open arms. Give him a big hug. Hang out with the guy. Not a problem. I wouldn't mind it. Again, this is just evidence showing how maybe he might be living in the closet. And again, who eats food like this? I mean, no one eats in their right mind. Nobody eats food like this. Really going for the gusto there, eating his food in a very unnatural manner. That would make you kind of question, right? Just kind of questions. These are just questions I'm asking. So, and I think that's really about it. Oh no, we got one last one here. This one isn't really so much evidence other than shorts with the cowboy boots. That kind of looks a little funny to me, but he kind of looks gay there to me, but that's just me, and that could be a little bit more evidence. It is in my book, maybe not to you, but again, it's just a little evidence, like I said. And then, of course, this one, the Village People. I like this look on Paulie, to tell you the truth. I think this looks fantastic. I think he should go back to this look. I think he should rock this look everywhere he goes and everything he does. I think this is outstanding. An outstanding look for Paulie. It's a little Village People-ish, but whatever. I'm down with it. I think it looks good on him, and I think he should go back to it. But again, is he living in the closet? I don't know. I'm just asking the questions. And there we go. And there was my evidence for little Paulie. So let's go back to the sports desk there. With that being said, again, if there's anything you want to say or do, Paulie, come right out. Again, I'll embrace you. I have no hate in my heart for you or your lifestyle. So, just love you, bro, and want you to be the best Paulie you can be. And hopefully you're living a happy lifestyle with that. Okay, so with that being said, let's go ahead and get into this week's scores. or I should say last week's scores. In the first game, we had the Juggernauts lose to Just My Luck, 148.5 to 104.5. Juggernauts falls to 0-8, still has not won a game yet this year. As I predicted a couple weeks ago, he will stay winless until he faces me, and then he will win his first game against me. Just My Luck, Tom Brady with 38.6. Nick Chubb, man, leading the league again in rushing, 25.4 points, 11.1 from Damian Pierce, 34.6 from A.J. Brown, his best game of the year, 11 from Tyler Bass, and that was about it. Gets that 148.5. Just My Luck improves to 5-3 and is rolling here right now. The Juggernauts, Lamar Jackson with 40.1. 13.8 from Miles Sanders, 12.5 from Garrett Wilson, and then 10 from the Broncos D. Wasn't enough to get it done. Falls to 0-8, still winless on the season. Gotta say, I think he is mathematically eliminated now from the playoff pictures. It is week 9 this week. So 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. He's only got 5 or so games, 6 games to get... weeks 15 is when playoffs start, so he has 6 games left. So the West, he could finish at 6-8 if he runs the table there down the stretch, and I don't think that's going to get it done. So I think we have our first fishing boat captain of the season, and it's a co-owned team, so it's a co-owned boat of the Duck and the Foss now captaining the fishing boat. We'll see who else can jump on that boat, but they've set sail. They're out there. So congratulations, Juggernauts, for being eliminated from the playoffs after 8 weeks. In the next game, we got the Brewdogs taking out the Rookies, 115.3 to 93.7. Brewdogs with Tyler Heineke, great free agent pickup and start on Mahomes' bye with 39.8 points. 17.8 from Stephon Diggs and 14.5 from that Young Ho, and 17 from the Vikings D was enough to get it done. 115.3 and gets the dub. Remains in first place, 7-1. Again, happy for the guy. He's again lost so much in this league over the 22 years of its existence, and finally they're in first place after 8 weeks. I don't think we've ever seen this. So congratulations, Dare Boy. Not cleaning it up on the weeklies, but still number 1 after many weeks. So good job there, Dare Boy. Rookie falls to 4-4 there with that loss. Joe Burrow with 29.4, 23.2 from Etienne. He's looking good, man. He is looking real good. I like the way that rookie is running the ball, and Jacksonville seems to just be centered around that running back there, you know. So he's looking good, but nothing else really went down in his team. I guess maybe Hawkinson being traded will help Amon St. Brown, more targets his way. But really, he's kind of fallen off after those first 2 or 3 games. Hasn't really shown up that well since then. He did get that concussion, and that did lead to some of his downfall or some of his low production. But still, hasn't done much since he's got back. So, and let me know, Rookie, why in the hell did you drop the Eagles' defense? Like, dude, what are you doing? Right after the news comes out that they pick up Robert Quinn, they trade from him from the Bears, you go in and drop the Eagles? Oh my goodness, just throwing a hand grenade into the free agent market last week, and then of course the haters picks him up after they deal me the Cowboys D. I mean, one of these bottom-feeding teams should have picked him up, at least to just cock-block somebody from him, but nope, not paying attention when you're at the bottom of the standings there, and can't get that done for nobody. Let him go to Jimbo. So I guess good job for Jimbo. But Rookie, what the hell were you thinking? I mean, you can't drop anyone else. You can't maybe throw Waller on your IR or Lazard on your IR there, so you could keep that extra defense, even if you didn't, against the Titans. If you like the Titans matchup more than the Eagles against. Who did they the Steelers? I mean, why would you think the Eagles was not a good play against the Steelers defense? Not sure what the old Gator was thinking there, but maybe he was on them roller skates and slipped and hit his head. Takes a loss, falls to 4-4 there. So in the next game, we got the 289ers squeaking out a win against the Haters, 95.5 to 92.6. the haters just rocking with Aaron Rodgers again, and just another Rodgers game this year with 30.4 points, 11.2 from Kenneth Walker III, 21.1 from Dalvin Cook, Devontae Adams. Ouch! I mean, what is going on with the Raiders and that guy, man? That all those draft picks and that big contract he signed, not living up to it so far. And obviously that's a lumpism because that's just obvious. That's what we do. Kyle Pitts showing up though with 14, 80 yards and touch. So man, hopefully that's the sign of things for him to come. 0 from Carlson. Like I said, man, Raiders should be better this week, coming off their bye week last week. So they should be better this week. And wasn't enough to get it done, man. The fantasy football gods punished the haters, sent him to a loss. He falls to 4-4. 289ers, they're Kirk Cousins with 40.4, and then 13.3 from Mike Evans, and that was enough to get it done. I mean, again, a kind of low-scoring game, but it was enough to get it done there. 289ers keeping the season alive there at 3-5. In the next game, we got Return to Greatness, taking the one over Dirty High T, 126.3 to 119. Return to Greatness proves to 5-3 with the win. Jalen Hurts shows up big time with 53.5 points. This finally snaps. I think it's been a month since this guy's even broken in 90 points. So he broke out in a big way with 126. So good there. But, it's obviously when Hurts, get you halfway to 100, the rest should be able to fill in, right? 12 from Jacoby Myers, not Justin, Jacoby. 23.5 from DJ Moore. Now, this guy returned to greatness. Duke wants to act like, DJ Moore kept me this and that. Shy. Dude, bro, we know you wouldn't have started DJ Moore if Deebo Samuels was not injured. Deebo Samuels injured, was playing. You would start him over Moore. We all know it. You got lucky. Fantasy football gods blessed you through your buzzball sacrifice there, and gave DJ Moore his best game of the year for you. So don't act like you kind of knew it or you were going to start him. If Deebo Samuel was healthy, you would have started him over Moore easily. And then that was really about 15 from the Jets defense. His boy Money Mac McPherson though from the Bengals with -2. What? You can't be called Money Mac and be getting -2, bruh. That just is not the business. You got to get a new nickname after that. Pull the patches off him. Pull that nickname. His name is no longer Money Mac, dude. It's Bagaki Mac. So, -2. That's funny. So, anyway, gets the W, though. So, that's what's important. Wow. So, here we go. Like I said, Derek Carr, Raiders on a bye week last week. So, really didn't get nothing in. I think that's the lowest score we've gotten out of a quarterback that's played an entire game. 7.1 points. Ouch. I think that beats Wentz I think 2 weeks ago on Thursday night when he had 10 points. So new low score for a starting quarterback starting all 4 quarters. But Derrick Henry shows up big time with 37.8, 17.1 from Cooper. Second round pick really showing out. Cone, football mastermind, really knows what he's doing. 10.6 from Claypool, who's now part of the Bears. And then 23.6 from Waddle, and unfortunately wasn't enough to get it done. Falls to 3-5, and loses a co-owner too to Dallas. So I guess Dallas traded California for Cone. So Cone's out there and living in Dallas now. So anyway, takes the L, 3-5. Return to Greatness, 5-3. All right, in the next game, man, we got No Way Jose winning his first game of the year, his breakout game, putting up a big 148.2, taking out Basket of Deplorables, going 98.7. Basket of Deplorables, man, I don't know what is going on with his team. It's kind of seemed to be dipping right now. Might be that midseason dip. Hopefully, he picked the right quarterback this time with Jeff Goff with 38.9. 12.2 from Barkley, 20.5 from Tyreek Hill, and then 13 from the Patriots defense. And that was all that really went down with that. Brian Robinson, maybe Paulie did know what he was doing by getting Gibson and trading away Robinson, because Robinson has not been the business these last few weeks. So wasn't enough to get it done. Falls to 4-4. No Way Jose, big breakout game, wins his first game of the season, gets finally into the win column with that dub. I wonder how he's feeling this week, if he cares or what. I wonder if he's like just got a little bit more pep in his step this week and he got that fantasy win and they've been waiting all year for it. Jimmy Garoppolo showing up with 35.8 points. A couple picks he could have thrown. Rams dropped them. Luckily for him, in the Niners, Rams couldn't hold on to the ball and finishes out with a clean game there. Tony Pollard, again, broke well from him. Zeke was out, got all the carries, puts up monster numbers, 33.7 points. Tyler Algier goes up big time with 14.5 with that RB2 score. Cup, 14.9. You know, he's just Cup. He's always going to put in his work. Evan Ingram showing up with 11.5. T. Higgins catching that that dude at the end of the game there for a touchdown and was able to pull out, get a decent score of 10.9 points. And then Ryan Suckup with 10.1. Again, Jose's breakout game, getting that first win. Congratulations, bro. Happy for you. 148.1 and improves to 1-7. Moving up the rankings. All right, in the next game we had, this was our game of the week, and it sure in the heck did live up to the hype here. Patty's Playboys taking out the Mollywops, 169.9 to 131 even there. Wow, I didn't have to say a decimal number, so that's different. Whole number. Patty's Playboys improves to 6-2. Josh Allen with pedestrian 32.7. Wasn't that 50 or 60 points he normally gets, but still puts up a monster score. 11.8 from Leonard Fournette, 16.7 from Aaron Jones, 22.9 from D-Hop, been a monster since he got back. 14.1 from Ayuk. He's been, I think the last 3 games, he's been over 80 yards and had, I think, 3 touchdowns in 3 games. So 2 and then no touchdown, then a touchdown. So anyway, been doing good as our wide receiver 2. And then free agent pickup, man, right now with Deontay Foreman, 32.8, 3 touchdowns, really put it down. And then the Saints D with 21 points there, really put up his score. Wins another weekly. I think it was like $320 this week, which I think puts Patty up after 8 weeks to $1,000 won in just weeklies. I would hope that the league, based on these weekly numbers, would maybe make him pay for some beer or something at the bar or the pizza party at the end of the year. I'm just saying, just throwing it out there again, just asking questions. Not saying we need to do anything or we should do anything. Just putting it out there, just asking questions. Then Mollywops puts up a good score at 131, but just wasn't able to get over the hump there. Deontay Foreman really just put him over the top. 58.1 from Tua. That sucks when your quarterback scores that big of a score. And then your running back puts up 3 touchdowns in McCaffrey with 36.1. I mean, look at that. You get pretty much 90 points from, over 90 points from just those 2 guys, and you couldn't get the win. So the rest of the team doesn't show up, as you can see, just all single digits. So just needed to get that, other 20-point guy to 20-30 point guy to make. Actually, God, he needed a 40, so he needed 2 20-point guys to really hang there with Paddywhack last week. But again, happy for Patty, man. Guy that's been in the cellar for most of PPH's existence. Again, him and Dareboy are up there in the standings, and we're used to seeing Mollywops up there in the standing, but we're not used to seeing Patty and Dare Pair up there in the standings. So happy for those guys, and congratulations, guys. And I hope maybe you guys can make some noise in the playoffs. But speaking of which, we have your boy losing to the Pollies, hence the why I think he might be gay. So he beat me. He beat me soundly. So congratulations, Paulie, keeping your stand. But we did pull off a big trade. I traded away CeeDee Lamb and James Robinson, who had just traded to the Jets, for Jamar Chase and Jerry Jeudy. So we'll see how that plays out. I got 2 injured receivers now. I'll show you here, but I'll get into the game real quick, and I'll go into that little trade I made. Anyway, so here we go. I had Herbert on, but Dalton, I figured, hey, you know what? He's got Kamara. Maybe 1 goes him. 2 went to him. He pretty much canceled out Dalton. 34.9 points for Dalton. Should have stuck with Mariota. I had Mariota in there at the beginning of the week, and I switched out to Dalton because Mariota just doesn't get that many opportunities to throw. I thought the Raiders were going to at least make a freaking game of it, but no, they're on their bye week and put up 0 and can't score and make a game out of make Dalton throw, So anyway, 34.9 points from him. Ramondre Stevenson really coming into that RB2 role for me with 14.3. Jerry Jeudy shows up with 12.3. Pickens killed me with 0. I'm just like, God, I didn't expect much from him. I really didn't. I expected maybe 4 to 8 points, maybe I was thinking against the Eagles in garbage time, but 0, that killed me. And then 17 from the Cowboys defense, and wasn't enough to get it done. Barely over 100. That's barely going to beat anyone on it. There was a lot of big scores this week, so it wasn't enough. But congratulations to Paulie here. Kyler Murray showing up big time with 48.2 points, 33.8. Again, pretty much just canceling out Dalton. I mean, I was hoping that would be more like 15, but 33.8 is what it was. So, and that's how it's going to be. And then Terry McLaurin showing up there, 12.3. Heineke's way better from McLaurin than Wentz is. And then 13.8 from Lamb. I usually don't like that. I usually don't like trading guys I'm playing that week, but Jamar Chase was up on the block. He just got that hip injury. The way Paulie was talking on the thread was his season was over. He's done. So I felt like I needed to jump on him. I knew some of these other teams up in the upper echelon, which I'm no longer part of. But, Paddywhack, I didn't think Darren was, but Mollywops. I definitely thought those guys were going to be making a push for Jamar because you can take the L's, right? You can wait for him to get healthy, and then you got a big-time player like Jamar Chase on your squad. So I felt like it was an arms race a little bit, and I had to get out there and try to grab him. I know I'm going to take a hit in the short term. I wasn't really expecting to win this week anyway, because it was my quarterback's bye week and I had Mike Williams out, yada yada yada. So it is what it is, and I took the L, and Paulie gets the win. Got 13.8 from Land, and then to round out his score was Myers there, 11.6, and then the Commanders defense with 10. He improves to 3-5, keeping his season alive. I fall to 5-3, and probably going to take a dip here in the next few weeks. I figure the worst I can maybe be is 5-6 after, and I'll have hopefully Mike Williams and Jamar Chase coming back, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. All right, back to the sports desk, y'all. All right, well, that was PPH in week 8. Again, week 11 is that trading deadline, so for you that are new, like Gator, Jose, to the league, you have until your player plays in week 11. So if your player plays on Thursday, you have to trade him before their game starts. If they're part of a trade after they play their game, they're no longer, you will not get that trade approved because they've played in week 11, and that is the deadline. So, and then obviously Sunday, you have until all your players play, and that's the end of the trading deadline. Because obviously Mondays, again, if they can't accept a trade offer after the guys have played. So anyway, that's the PPH Commish message for week 8. I will catch you all next week. Again, week 11, only 2 weeks away for that trading deadline. So get them in while you can, and lump dogs out. Peace.
Welcome to Coach Carter.